So this was a Troy Bilt that I got free on our local next door neighborhood classified here some time ago, and put a new rope in it with the original handle. Got it back running again, but this blade control cable came off a Sears Craftsman. Matter of fact, the top of this handlebars is actually off that Sears that I had saved, and that cable is not stopping and starting this engine like it should. The cable's too long. So I got a new cable here, and this is part number 7461130. And it's different than this one. I'll show you another Troy Bilt I got that I recently showed what it should look like. And I want to get that correct top piece handlebar back up here from the Troy Bilt. Get this correct cable in there. It's just too short. See if I can show this. It's just not opening and closing like it should. Sometimes it'll start, sometimes it won't. You got to give it a shove to make it start sometimes. And then when you cut it off, you can release it about that much and it cuts off. So to make it right, we got the bag here. The owner found the bag. So we got the bagger back on here. We're going to make it right by putting this new cable on here today. Let me bring out my other Troy Bilt and show you what this cable should look like. And this is a newer model of this Troy Bilt. Same 21 inch, but this is the one that they put the front grass guide on there. And it's got more plastic. But I thought I'd also show what this cable looked like. Has this kind of connector here, and you got the zip ties on it like it should be down here, and operates a lot better, moves much further, as you can see, compared to this one, which I just got to run with this Sears one. Barely moves, doesn't move enough. And this cable should correct that. So we're just going to first start by getting the correct part of the handlebar back up here. And this is the correct top part of the handlebar that should be on here. It's actually a little bit shorter than this one. And I just took this one, had it from a Sears Craftsman, and just used it with the cable that was still on it as is. And this is the part number again, 7461130. And this is a 40-inch casing, 53-inch cable. And this is what that connection looks like here on this newer Troy Bilt. Usually just push these in the hole and these clips will hold it on there. And we're going to first just get this top part of this handlebar off, get the correct one on there, and remove this cable. So you can see this a little better here. I got the cover off. Also had to disconnect the rope hook from here. So I'm going to put that on the new handle, or the right handle. And you can see this is kind of bent up a little bit where he was using this with a zip tie, and it just didn't quite make it right. We're going to see if we can get this out and straighten it up and put our new cable on. So to get the old one out, you just have to squeeze the end of this. I've already got this started, and it just comes right out. This casing comes out, and now we just work that control cable out, and now we're ready to put the new one in. So the correct Troy Bilt top part of this handle is back on. The reason I did this was just to get this to run with a control cable, since it was missing one. And now we're going to bend this back a little bit to make it fit correctly in here that he bent to use a zip tie in. So that looks a little better where that control cable fits in, bent like it should be, or close enough. And let's open our package to our control cable here. And this is what it looks like here. This little connection here will go into this hole here on the handlebar, pretty much like one on this Troy Bilt. It's nice having a mower you can reference when you're missing something in this case. And this connection here will clip into this area here, and then that Z-hook will go in there. And this part was $5.75. I got this on eBay. And there's a cable all stretched out here. I don't know if there is a right way or wrong way to put these on. You can either start at the top, go to the bottom, or you can start at the bottom and go to the top. In this case, we're going to start at the bottom. And this end, the Z-hook will go into this hole here. Get that worked in. And now we can put the casing in. And that just pushes in the hole. Sorry I didn't show that, but I had to get this in just right here to make sure to fit. And that end is done. And we'll reference our Troy Bilt with the correct cable on here, and we just need to put the Z-hook on the outside and then connect that connector into this hole here, which is the same on this Troy Bilt over here. And we made that Z-hook connection here, and now we just need to connect this end here to that hole, and we got our new control cable in. I need to put some zip ties on here. Let's check to see if this is going to operate like it should. Oh yes, now you can see, even without the zip ties, we're now opening and closing this like it should. So this control cable will fix this free Troy Bilt that I got that needed a rope and a control cable. And I did get the bag back from the owner. Let's get everything back together here. So the last step we want to do is to get some zip ties on this cable. And we want to make this just like this Troy Bilt here, where they got the zip tie. There's one at the bottom here. There's one here. It's like just two. And just to make sure this cable is secure and out of the way. So we're going to set it up just like this one. And there we go. We got our zip ties in. Got these cables nice and neat tucked away here. Pretty much like this one is. And this was part number 7461130. Let's give it a start here. This is working like it should now. Let's see how well this is going to start here. Here we go. All right. And that released like it should as well. Very nice Troy Bilt. Like these red and color Troy Bilts, this is very easy to work on.